Namaste, Namaskaram, Vanakkam, Namo Namaha, Jai Ganesh. Please visit our website at classicalyoga.org. Brave or spineless? Dharma or Adharma? When we speak of bravery, we're not necessarily speaking about someone's physical strength and ability to beat someone up. True bravery comes from character. Character is a stamp, a mark of integrity, a certain inner morality, a soulfulness, if you will. Someone who knows their inner self and is able to act with a sense of morality and ethics and love. True love, not selfish love, not narcissistic love. Spineless would be one who is not really in touch with their inner moral compass, their integrity, and rather does things that are expedient in the moment and may actually be very aggressive and physical, though truly spineless. The spine is what holds things together. Think for a moment that what holds a book together is called the spine, and they can come in various forms. Originally, there were case bindings when the pages were methodically sewn together. Interestingly, the word in the Hindu Yoga Dharma for thread is sutra. The Yoga Sutras, something that spineless people have actually totally distorted. And then there's perfect binding, which is how softcover books are made with strong glue. And then there's a simpler saddle stitching or stapling. And then there's spiral binding. But it is the spine that is responsible for keeping things together. This podcast was actually inspired by the recent debacle, example of spinelessness at the Oscars. Though Will Smith, apparently a very physical, aggressive, strong man, inwardly, seemingly spineless. And in the many, many commentaries, and interestingly, he was trying to protect people from speaking about his wife, and that's all people are doing. We have to be very careful about the unintended consequences of our actions. And in the many, many commentaries, among the profound responses, Jim Carrey called out the whole Hollywood crowd as being basically spineless. And made the statement that we, meaning the Hollywood crowd, are not the cool club anymore. And please also see our podcast on the Soulful Academy. For it is this realization of our inner essence, the soul, or Atmana to the Hindus, that really makes one brave. It's not a coincidence that at the heart chakra, Anahata, which means no hit, we use three symbolic deities here, Muruga, Hanuman, and Krishna, all youthful, loving warriors. This is what it is to have inner character, a strong internal compass. The Sanskrit Hindu root word dri means to hold. And this is where we get the Sanskrit Hindu word dharma. Trying to the best of our ability to understand what holds us together and what holds life together. An honest look at who we are. Hence we have various aspects of dharma. Rita dharma, the dharma of Bhumimata, Mother Nature. This is where we strive to respect Mother Nature, our home, planet Earth. In the winter you are white and cold. In the spring, fresh and green. In the summer, red hot. In the fall, you orange glow. And so we grow, you and me, under the protection of Bhume Mataji. Then we have Sva-dharma. Each individual's specific desires in life. That could be music, arts, sports. Then we have Ashrama Dharma, which are the 4 natural stages of life. Ashram here is a metaphor for these 4 natural stages of student, family and career, retired, and renunciation. Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanapras, Sannyas. Worldwide, we find this pattern. And there's a wisdom here to dri, hold it all together. And that is the spiritual thread that must flow through these 4 natural houses or ashramas, stages of life. In the student stage, we study and maintain celibacy in order that in the family stage we attract a good mate and our studies produce an effective and satisfying career. Living through this grihastha or family stage leads to the natural stage of retirement, where we give back from our knowledge, where we have the finances to sustain us. And the 4th and final stage, which in the Hindu Dharma we realize should be the truly golden years as we have lived a fulfilling life, as the outer bodies naturally start to fall away and the inner Atmana, or spirit, that's been cultivated hopefully from the get-go, starts to shine forth in renunciation, as the body, mind, emotions are naturally renouncing or leaving us, and what's left should be the glory of the Atmana. And we have Varna Ashrama Dharma. Varna means tone, meaning the vibration, how one thinks, what one is attracted to. This has absolutely nothing to do with the Portuguese word caste, which is unfortunately has remained within the Hindu Yoga Dharma, much to our dismay. Varnashrama Dharma are the natural proclivities in all cultures. We have laborers and contractors and builders. We have business people. We have protectors and warriors, and we have educators. These are 4 natural divisions within all societies that make them work. We need workers to build buildings and build schools. We need teachers to train them. The business of life must go on. And we need protectors and warriors, police, firemen, military. These are the 4 varnas: Sudra, laborers, builders; Vaishya, business people; Kshatriyas, the warriors, the protectors; the Brahmins, the educators. And this is what makes society work. However, to another degree, all of us do all 4 of these varnas. We all do labor, clean our homes, do physical work, build perhaps. We all take care of the business of taking care of ourselves and our families. Hopefully we all protect each other, protect our families. And we all educate to one degree or another. So all four of these are within us. What we never want to do is make a negative hierarchy out of these where one looks down upon the other or one feels inferior to another. That is the nemesis of the horrible caste system that still prevails in India because we have far too many spineless Hindus who simply capitulate and don't really know their self. The many invasions, the many distortions right up to the present of the Hindu yoga Dharma, today's spurious massive yoga movement is a clear example, is indicative of the spineless nature of many, the Adharma of many, not understanding what it is that holds us together and how to be accountable in any relationship. And remember, relationships should basically be 50-50. When one partner dominates the other, and certainly in a negative way, the end result is always negative at best, violent at worst. This is why ahimsa is so important in Hinduism, which does not mean that we don't confront. We just do not become violent. We do not slap people and hit people. We enter into perhaps rigorous debate, conversation. So what are some classic examples of being spineless, being adharmic? Well, we fear honesty. Today's spurious yoga movement refuses to look at the truth of yoga, for example. We also avoid truthful people. We may associate with other weak-minded, spineless people, thus creating a sense of community. We may manipulate words in order to manipulate people. That's why the Saiva Hindu Guru Patanjali said, Sabdayananupati vastu sunyo vikalpaha. It's very important that we take words seriously and know what we mean. Yoga, for example, is all about the Hindu Dharma, not today's Adharma or spineless non-Hindu yoga. A spineless person also makes excuses, often saying, well, everyone does it. A spineless person may actually be very physically strong and aggressive to simply cover up their own inner inadequacies. So we're all in this life together. Let's try to work for the betterment of all. Sometimes being truthful, it can cost you big time. But you're developing your moral character, ever more realizing our inner Atmana or soul as we go from lifetime to lifetime. Here's some inspiring quotes. Don't worry about failure. Think about the chances you miss when you don't even try. People who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. These were attributed to Henry Ford. You may not have a penny in the bank, but you can still feel rich on the inside. It's what we're here for through these many lifetimes, is to find out truly who we are, find that inner moral compass, that Atmana within, that soul of love and light and energy, that inner spine. What's Dri holding us together? And it is the essence of all of us, love, light, and energy. Let that emanate out into the body, mind, emotions, and into our actions. so that we can confront, we can debate, we can have healthy conversations, never letting them turn into a violent situation. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Remember, peace is not merely the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice. Bravery is justice. Dharma is justice. Spineless Adharma is a grave injustice.